The mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. There are many places in the world whose mysteries even modern science has failed to unravel, and one of the most dangerous names among them is the Bermuda Triangle. History bears witness that whoever steps into the territory of this region is swallowed into the embrace of death forever. Our story begins on a terrifying night just like this, when a massive and highly advanced U.S. Navy reconnaissance ship is patrolling near the edge of the Bermuda Triangle. Suddenly, the ocean water begins to boil and thick, dark clouds blanket the sky. Before the ship's captain can comprehend what is happening, their entire radar system completely shuts down. In the blink of an eye, the massive vessel is dragged underwater by an unknown force, leaving nothing but dead silence in the Washington control room. Just a few hours after this major disaster, the President of the United States, President Oliver, is traveling for an extremely urgent meeting aboard his most secure and state-of-the-art official aircraft, Air Force One. Accompanying him are a security detail, top intelligence officials, and the flight crew. The pilot has no inkling of this new danger in the Bermuda Triangle and inadvertently flies straight into the restricted airspace. The attack on Air Force One. As soon as Air Force One reaches the exact center of the Bermuda Triangle, the weather changes drastically. A violent vortex erupts, and a massive bolt of lightning strikes the aircraft's engine directly. Within moments, the plane's lights go out and all backup systems fail. The aircraft loses control, plunging and diving violently through the air. Alarms blare in the cockpit as chaos and panic erupt. The President's Chief of Staff instantly realizes that saving the aircraft is impossible. Without wasting a single second, he drags President Oliver to the rearmost section of the plane, where a highly specialized armored escape pod is located. This capsule is engineered to withstand extreme pressure and catastrophic explosions. The President is forcibly locked inside, and just seconds before Air Force One crashes, the pod is ejected into the air. Immediately after, Air Force One vanishes into the ocean waves with a massive explosion. The President's capsule plunges rapidly into the blind depths of the sea, getting wedged between massive rocks at the very bottom of the ocean floor, a place nearly impossible for humans to reach. Mission: USS Plucknom. The news triggers a massive political earthquake within the White House and the Pentagon. The President of the United States is missing, and the eyes of the entire world are fixed on America. To handle this mega crisis, the Navy's most courageous and tough-as-nails commander, Commander Hansen, is called into action. He is immediately given command of the U.S. Navy's largest and most destructive warship, the USS Plucknom. Without wasting any time, Commander Hansen sets sail toward the Bermuda Triangle with a fleet of his finest Marine commandos, expert divers, and cutting-edge weaponry. Joining him on this mission is the country's top marine scientist, Dr. Nova, whose job is to monitor the strange geographical anomalies of the region. The atmosphere inside the ship is incredibly tense. Soldiers load their weapons as Commander Hansen briefs them. No matter what happens, we must bring the President back alive. However, they have no idea that their adversary is not a human enemy, but a nightmare that the Earth had kept hidden for millions of years. The awakening of the beast. As the USS Plucknom arrives at the specific coordinates where the President's signal was last tracked, the ocean waves suddenly turn monstrous. The water temperature skyrockets, and a colossal anomaly appears on the sonar screen. Before Commander Hansen can order any action, iron-strong, skyscraper-sized tentacles tear through the surface of the ocean. These tentacles are so gigantic that with a single strike, a large naval support ship is smashed to pieces like a deck of cards. The Marine commandos open fire indiscriminately with their machine guns and cannons, but the bullets bounce off harmlessly. Just then, F-22 Raptor fighter jets, sent to secure the airspace, arrive and launch missiles at the tentacles. However, the creature is incredibly clever and agile. It thrusts its tentacles hundreds of feet into the air, snatches the flying fighter jets midair, and drags them down into the sea. The entire area is filled with destruction, fire, and agonizing screams. An ancient alien terror. Amidst the devastation aboard the ship, Dr. Nova analyzes the high-tech computer readouts and satellite data. What she sees on her screen completely terrifies her. She rushes to Commander Hansen and reveals that this is no ordinary sea monster or mutant creature. It is actually an ancient alien entity that arrived on Earth millions of years ago inside a meteor and lay dormant beneath the Bermuda Triangle. The energy released from the wreckage in the nuclear battery of Air Force One has awakened this sleeping demon. Dr. Nova further warns that the creature's tentacles are rapidly expanding across the ocean floor. If they aren't stopped within the next few hours, they will reach the continents and wipe out all of human civilization. Meanwhile, more grim news arrives from the control room. The power in the president's trapped capsule is fading, leaving him with only a few minutes of oxygen. Time is running out, and the enemy is overwhelmingly powerful. The deep dive. Commander Hansen now faces a dual challenge, rescuing the president and destroying the alien monster. He devises an incredibly dangerous, suicidal plan. Alongside a select group of his bravest Marine commandos, he boards a small but heavily armored submarine and dives straight into blind darkness of the deep sea, where death awaits them. As the submarine descends, sunlight vanishes completely, replaced by the eerie blue glow emitted by the massive tentacles. It feels as though they have entered an entirely different world. Suddenly, the alien entity senses the submarine's presence and wraps its colossal arms tightly around the vessel. The pressure inside the submarine climbs rapidly, and the glass begins to crack. Commander Hansen orders his men to fire the torpedoes. A succession of heavy explosions forces the tentacles to loosen their grip. Though several brave soldiers lose their lives in this fierce underwater battle, Hansen refuses to back down, using his tactical brilliance. He maneuvers the submarine right next to the president's trapped capsule, the ultimate sacrifice. The submarine's robotic arm cuts through the debris, and Commander Hansen personally braves the crushing water pressure to pull President Oliver safely inside the submarine. The president is rescued, but he is extremely weak. Now, it is time to eliminate the root cause of this entire crisis, the alien entity itself. Through her research, Dr. Nova has discovered that this entire network of tentacles connects to a central core, a beating heart located inside the deepest trench of the ocean. Unless that main core is destroyed, severing the tentacles is useless because they will simply regenerate. Commander Hansen steers the submarine directly toward the creature's core. The sight leaves everyone breathless. The core looks like a massive, pulsating ball of burning energy. Knowing there will be no time for a return journey, Commander Hansen places the president and the surviving soldiers into a small life pod and launches them immediately toward the surface. Now alone in the submarine, Hansen pushes the throttle to maximum and drives the vessel straight into the beating core of the alien creature. He activates a highly destructive nuclear device right in the center of the core. As the countdown begins, Hansen hits the emergency ejection seat button one last time. At that exact moment, a colossal nuclear explosion erupts in the deepest abyss of the Bermuda Triangle, registering like a massive earthquake on the Richter scale. Conclusion: humanity restored. The fierce energy of the nuclear blast tears the ancient alien creature's core into pieces. As the main core is obliterated, the giant tentacles causing havoc on the ocean's surface go limp and sink into the depths. The mysterious and terrifying storm of the Bermuda Triangle suddenly dissipates, and the dark clouds clear from the sky. On the calm ocean surface, President Oliver's life pod floats safely, and just a short distance away, Commander Hansen is found alive alongside his damaged ejection seat. A U.S. Navy rescue team pulls them both from the water. President Oliver salutes Commander Hansen for his indomitable courage and spirit of ultimate sacrifice. In this way, the greatest and most terrifying threat of the Bermuda Triangle is averted forever. Humanity is saved once again, and this catastrophic, hair-raising tale comes to a spectacular and happy ending. So, friends, the story of the movie Bermuda Tentacles ends right here. I hope you enjoyed this movie recap. If you liked the video, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for listening to the story till the end and for watching this video.